for whatever reason, we've only focused as a union to do grievances. We've only been this grievance machine. We just do grievances. And what I'm trying to do and trying to convey to our members is we're not here just to do grievances, right? We're here to fight against, you know, you know, bills that are just ruining or could possibly ruin your CBA. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because we are seeing for the first time in America a huge full-on war with unions. And your sister, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's a teacher, correct?
Yes, you
You
just
just
teach here in
seeing how
Florida.
they're attacking your sister's unions, right? And it's not until, like you said, the biggest thing that you've said so far is until it knocks on your door and you're like, oh shit. I was talking to a member today. It's crazy. Talking to a member says, there's this manager at work who, is always picking on me. It's always, going after me. It's always doing, malicious things to put me in trouble. This individual I was saying is just like, I appreciate you contacting me. I'm here to help you. We're gonna fight this together. And we got into this rabbit hole, right? Good rabbit hole. We were talking about different things, and I said, imagine if we didn't have a union, bro. Like,
Mm.
how blessed are we that tomorrow when I go to the station, I'm able to fight against the stupidity that these guys from Dallas have brought up upon us to hurt our quality of life. Hey, bro, you guys got to realize if you work for Walmart, there's no D train. Hey, man, I pointed out, or hey,
Yeah,
man,
what can we do about it?
what exactly? There is no attendance policy that they need to follow.
Nothing.
They could just say, hey, man, you called out sick too many times. Goodbye. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Right to work state, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and the right to work state means that they have the right to fire you for any reason they want to and give somebody else the right to work. These things that sound good, like when they put things like the rights and the freedoms, you got to look at the fine details, my people.
absolutely.
And most of them is going to be a way to fuck you over, not to sit there and help you in a capacity. But before you go, this is what I was thinking about with unions, and I was talking to my friend. I think we need to get to this adage of explaining unions better this way because, like you said, people just look at unions like, oh, they just there to be your lawyer. They just there to get you out of trouble. I don't need a union. I don't get in trouble. I'm not worried about the fine. I don't get no badge. I don't lose no badge. People not worried about this thing, but it's bigger than that. I tell people this. If you get in any type of thing, somebody hits your car and now they don't want to pay for something, you have a medical issue and you got a doctor that did some malpractice. End of the day, what do we all need? We're gonna need somebody to represent us. You're a star athlete. You about to sign a deal. What you gonna need? You're gonna need an agent. You're gonna need somebody to represent you. That's what a union is. They are there to represent us. Now to sit there and literally combat and to fight against having some representation for yourself, that's the most mind-boggling thing. And I think if we convey it better that way, or people understand it better that way, then it wouldn't be looked upon as just getting bad people, keep bad people with their job and stuff like that. It doesn't make any
I
sense to
agree.
me.
I
I'm like, if that's
agree.
the case, I'm like, oh, I'm sure when you go to Walmart and Target, they got the best and the brightest and the strongest working there all the time. You don't see no issues, no problems from their workers or anything like that. No, it's conflict and confrontation deals with anybody. You're going to have managers, leadership that going to let people slide because they may be cool with somebody, fear for sin they're saying something, just need bodies at that time, just want to sit there and get these numbers no matter who's doing it. That's what's mainly the case, especially in corporate America right now, than just, oh, they keep the bad people here and all this other nonsense.
I agree. And I think that, I guess for this year, I want to be able to explain, unions better to individuals. I'll say this, if I could reach at least one member a day and I get a lot of calls and I could change one mind a day, I think I'm doing my job. And until I go back to the station because I lose an election, I'm going to continue trying. And even then, I'm still going to continue trying to change people's minds
Damn right.
because right now, the only thing keeping the middle class alive is us unions. That's the only thing right now. The only way to achieve the American dream is by being part of a union. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, not every union is equal, not every union is the greatest, right? There's flaws in everything,
Hey, just
but
like a lawyer,
you
every lawyer ain't
yep,
the best.
you're right. But in a union, you are better off than without a union. And I think we have a union. I am so thankful because I know, if our company could stick it to us, they would stick it to us, right? It's black and white. If they really could, if they really had the opportunity to fool us, they will fool us any chance they get. And it is our healthcare system in this country is ridiculous. And I'm going to say something that might upset people listening to this podcast, but we need universal healthcare.
We
We
do.
need universal healthcare. It shouldn't be that, hey, I want to apply for this job and I got to focus on the salary they're going to pay me. I got to make sure that they're going to give me a good healthcare plan. I'm going to make sure that they give me that's crazy, right? It's just like you're focusing on all these things and then you get a raise, right? And you're like, oh, okay, you're gonna make $1.50 more. But
But
then the
guess what?
following year, your health care insurance
The
goes up.
medical
The medical went up. And it's just like, how is that? How can you fathom that? Like it's diabolical to just, do something like that to your own people. And again, there is a big divide. We went from being a super racist country to working on it. We have a lot of work to do, but we went to, being a super divided class country where it's the rich with the rich and the
Mhm.
poor with the poor. It is unbelievable.
Seeing a lot more people waking up to this at the end of the day, especially I think in one of your later segments, you're gonna be talking about potential AI and what that could do with us too. It's gonna get to a point in this country where what jobs are we gonna sit there and do and what purpose are we gonna have and what are we gonna be doing for human beings on this earth? Are we just gonna say, hey, if you're not working, you're not worth nothing? Because I have a robot doing your job now. Like, what are we going to get to at certain
Absolutely.
point? Like, we in a crazy, crazy time right now. But I think sadly, on to what we were talking about previously, and especially in the state that we in, nobody cares until it affects them.